Okay guys, I'm here today with Marcos Tinoco, huge honor for me. Guys, today's we're filming here the third part of my new series on my YouTube channel, the coolest Jiu-Jitsu technique that I learned from. And today is gonna be about the great Khabib the Eagle, so the best MMA fighter in the whole history.
That's awesome.
And we shot an instructional course with him not so long ago, probably 1 or 2 months ago. It's already at IBJJFanatics.com. I think it's one of the best sambo grappling MMA instructions that we have ever done, especially because it's him. And Marcus, one concept that he was emphasizing to us a lot that I want to share with everybody, I think that was the coolest thing I learned, is like how all of us from Jiu-Jitsu, when we go to MMA, how we do one mistake. And when he first said that, I was like, what? But then when he showed me, I was like, oh my God, that makes a lot of sense. And I just showed him and he said the same thing. So let's talk about it. So guys, Khabib was saying like how every Jiu-Jitsu guy, when we go to the ground, and pay attention because that makes sense. When we go to the ground, we focus on staying like this. So we are always using our arms to control our opponent, either controlling the leg or controlling the head, but we are always using our arms. When we are using our arms, we don't have hands to punch him, right? I gotta choose. I either control him or I punch him. But pay attention what Khabib does. So when he's here, he tries to not focus on his arms. So he wants to focus on his legs. So he's gonna use his legs to do the job that his arms are doing. So he's gonna come here, he's gonna almost like go to the mount, but it's not really the mount, pay attention. And now he's gonna lock like a triangle on his opponent's legs, okay? So once he did this triangle on his legs here, pay attention, he's not on the mount yet, guys. He didn't achieve the mount. But now he can use his legs to control his legs, to his opponent's legs. And now he can get his both arms free and posture up here to start punching, right? So pay attention, my legs are doing the job that my hands were doing. I'm gonna upper lift here my lower back, and now I can start hammering him with punches, okay? So pay attention on that again, guys. We from Jiu-Jitsu, we take our opponents down in MMA, and we use our arms. Pay attention, I got here, I'm controlling him, or maybe I'm here, and then I cannot punch Marcus. What Khabib does, he gets here, he doesn't want to stay here, so he's gonna go there and he's gonna climb, and he's gonna close the triangle on his both legs. Once he did that, he's free to posture up and start punching, okay? Guys, one thing that Khabib said when we met him, at least like 10 times, he said like, one punch can change the game. One punch can change the fight. Meaning like, if you're hitting really strong with one punch, there's no like Jiu-Jitsu submission. The person's gonna lose the control. What are your thoughts? Like, oh,
it's amazing. I think I never saw that in MMA, and I'm a big fan of body locks. And when I even learned that from Marcelo. When I got my backgrounds for the gi, so I found like when I train no gi, I have to stick more on the person, and the body lock is one of my favorite things. And when I saw him controlling with the legs, it's like make total sense, and even good for jiu-jitsu also, because when you control the person's legs, wrap it up with your legs, you'll be able to move your hands to the upper body and get a better control, because you stabilize the person's hip, and the person has no guard, and which is
when you were training for gi, I see you kind of doing that a lot. Use your legs to control the legs, almost like a folding pad.
I'm a big fan, because when the person's legs here is one thing, when the person's leg like this,
it's completely
different.
And
I hook the bottom leg so the person's hip gets stuck and I can move up without a deal with the guard, and it's really smart what he does with the leg. I'm a very big fan of that control, and when I saw him doing it, I said I'm gonna keep doing it because it really works.
Yeah, and it was funny, guys, because when I showed on Mark, I was like, let me show you this thing here that Khabib said, and he said that we from Jiu-Jitsu do this wrong in MMA, and I saw his face, he was like, and then when I showed, he was like, oh my God, that makes sense.
I never done MMA, but I've done that so many times with Jiu-Jitsu.
So guys, one more time, last one.
It's really cool.
So that's actually the different here. Stand up. Guys, let's actually, we're gonna take like count down. Look, stand up. I got here and I'm gonna take it already. So I think most of us from Jiu-Jitsu, we stay here, you know, like we either stay here or we want to advance to here. And think about that, on those two options that I showed, there are no punches. So we're not taking advantage of punching our opponent on an MMA. So now, once again, what Khabib does, he got here, right? Yeah. He's gonna climb up with the leg. So look, he's not having like he's not being like ambitious here to get to the mount. No, he's just gonna stay over here. Look, he just wanna lock the triangle over his both legs.
My knees together, that's not guard, that's not frame.
And it's really tight the way he locks. Like I don't remember exactly what he does. It's really tight. And now he can just like posture up here, and he's free to.
There's no way to defend. The punch still coming. He arches back, and the power is right here. There's no way.
And I think like every punch he does, he feels himself free to advance little bit. And last thing, guys, another thing that he emphasized a lot was like how to stay like this, pressing the legs. He even told us that he does some drill that he just stay on the mount and you gotta get out, and he doesn't use his hands. So try to get out, and then you gotta get out, and then he's gonna go here again and stay, just to make sure he drills how to close the legs tight.
That makes sense. That's amazing. I do this mount is one of my favorite positions to stand on, and it's so fun how matches, because every time you go to mount, if you arch your back, you won't have an arm because your arm gets heavy, right? But when you pinch your knees, your arm is free to start attacking. It's amazing. It's really powerful. It's really cool.
Yeah. So guys, make sure to check that out. The instruction from Khabib is already at IBJJFanatics.com. So you guys will really enjoy watching, because I think like it was the first time that he ever taught like jiu-jitsu or grappling or anything to anybody.
It's different.
So it was a huge honor for us to be able to film with him. And also make sure to check out Marcos instructionals at IBJJFanatics.com and his YouTube channel as well. He's doing an amazing job.
Bigos.
Os guys, please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.